Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz, and today is day 3 of the Perky Lifted Butt Challenge. So we're going to up it a little bit by using some resistance, and we're just going to use a little inflatable playground ball, bar ball, Pilates ball, or if you don't have any of those, you can just roll up a towel and make sure it's nice and tight. We're just going to use it to add some resistance. Today we're actually going to be doing the exercises on one side and then switching to the other side. So you get 60 reps all up instead of just 30. So it's a bit of a bonus. It's up to you if you just want to do today's exercises or if you want to add day 1 and day 2 or just day 1 or just day 2. You can mix and match these, but ultimately I want you to get familiar with that deep contraction, and I really want you to feel it in all the right places, namely your glutes, especially the under and inner side of those glutes. So today we're starting in a side lying position. I want you to come all the way down, and you can rest your head in your hand, and we're going to put the ball in between our legs. So you want it really nice and high up. And then you want to make sure that your hips are stacked on top of each other and your knees are in line with the hips. You want to keep your legs in line as well, so it's 90-degree angles the whole way. So you want to make sure that ball is up high and you've got enough of it at the back as well. You don't just want it towards the front. Other hand is just here to support. And we're going to start with our leg up and we're going to push down. And as we push down, we're going to squeeze with the lowest portion of the glutes, that whole in and forward motion. So push down and squeeze and tuck. Release slightly, push down and squeeze and tuck. So it's a real pushing, squeeze and tuck from the underside of the glutes. So you're not using your inner thighs and your knees as much here to squeeze. You're really squeezing down from the underside of the glutes, and you're thinking pushing down and slightly forward. So that's what I mean by tuck. It's tucking your hips forward slightly as you push with the underside of your glutes. Are you feeling this? So it's down and squeeze and push. Now you really need to anchor your lower leg, and you're going to use that almost as an anchor point to help push forward even more. It's a really small motion. You're not letting up all the way. So you've got a contraction on the up as well as on this down and forward. This is rep 10. So really push, push, push and squeeze. I want you to hold that contraction. And you should really feel this in the abs as well. As you squeeze down and push and tuck, all of this side of your abs is engaging. Push down and squeeze and forward. So remember that glute bridge exercise we did? Down and it's exactly the same thing, but we're on the side and we're pushing down with the one leg instead of pushing in with both legs. Okay, but it's the same thing. So I still want you to think about all of those principles of sucking in through your pelvic floor, of keeping your belly button into your spine. Push forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze with the glutes. I know it's tempting to use your inner thighs here, but don't. Squeeze with the underside of the glutes and tuck. We've just got 10 reps. Down and push forward. And all the air comes out as you squeeze. And it's a little squeeze hold. It's a squeeze hold. It's a down and squeeze hold. Suck everything in. Suck and tuck. It's down, suck, tuck and squeeze. Remember? Squeeze that glute. 5 more reps. Down and this is deep, deep, deep muscle contraction. Okay? Only you know if you're really squeezing. Just 2 more reps. And last one. Now hold it. Hold and squeeze. Squeeze and hold. Hold and squeeze. Squeeze and hold. Tummies are in. Hips are stacked. Squeeze from the underside of those glutes. All the air out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. So as you are squeezing, your leg is moving as a result of that squeeze. You are not going like this with your leg. Okay, that's not the exercise. We're on the other side, same thing. So set yourself up again, all the way down, head supported by your hand, 90-degree angles, and 90-degree angles with the feet. Put your ball right up in there. You want it balanced so that you've got room to squeeze at the back. Wiggle around until you get that perfect balance. Your hips are stacked. You don't want to rotate back. Make sure this hand is in front to help you. You're hovering that top leg, and we're going to draw everything in from the pelvic floor. Suck it all in. Keep your belly button pulled into your spine, and we're going to come squeeze with the glutes down and tuck forward. Release a little bit, squeeze down and push forward. And it's down and tuck. So by tuck, I mean push the hips slightly forward to increase that contraction on the glute. And it's push forward and squeeze. It's not going to be as big a motion as if you were pushing down with your whole leg or your knee. Because you're contracting with your glute rather than your inner thigh, it's only small, but it is intense. Push forward. This is 10. 11. If you're really contracting here, your leg should be shaking. My leg is shaking, just pushing and holding. So it's push down and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down and tuck, tuck, tuck. Down and that's 16. You should really feel this top oblique. 18. Just squeeze it. 19. 20. Come on, just 10 reps. Really anchor your bottom leg into that mat. It will help you. Remember your pelvic floor. Squeeze and tuck. Push down and tuck. That's 25. $28. Come on, you can do it. Push and squeeze. And 30. Now hold everything contracted. Hold it contracted. Tummy's in. Draw in through the pelvic floor. Squeeze the underside of that glute. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tuck, tuck, tuck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Did you feel that shake? There was a definite shake going on for me. I hope you got there too. It's really a matter of squeezing so much that every muscle is contracted in that inside portion of the thigh, and your leg will just start quivering. That's what we're aiming for, because that's the type of contraction you need to get into the deepest layer, the most underused muscles in the bottom area of your glutes, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that or endured that, and I'll see you at day 4.